welcome back to my channel. So today I have a couple things that I kind of want to go over in this video. So I'll probably try to like timestamp it below if you're like, oh, I'm not interested in that, and then you want to jump ahead to like whatever you are interested in. But I finally did it. I've been talking about it in a couple videos and I finally did it. I did another, such a sucker. I did another Beauty Bay like haul. So I ordered quite a few things. I'm not going to show all of it in this video, but what I am going to show is the brush set that I bought. So I've been talking about buying new brushes for a while now, like new face brushes, because a lot of the Morphe ones are like fraying, and like when I use this, I love this for my contour, and then I end up with like bristles. Like lately I've been ending up with bristles stuck to my face or like on my shirt, and I'm like, this is not it. So I've been eyeballing this set for a while. It's on Beauty Bay. Right now it actually says it's $45. So it's originally $75 and it says it's 40% off now. So it's $45. You get 18 brushes, and then it actually says get an extra 10% off everything with code save 10 when you spend $75. So you could actually potentially get more off. But anyway, it comes in this really nice case, and that's why I picked it, because I was like, oh, that's a really cute case. So you open it up, and here's all the brushes. There's 18, so there are face brushes. They do come, like these larger brushes come with like the nets over top of the bristles to protect them, but I open everything for sake of the video and time. So here it is. I'm super excited about it. The nice thing is there's a strap in here. So when you want to use your brushes, it folds down and then you clip this strap. You either go inside, there's one inside, but there's also one outside. So you connect it and then it'll stand up while you're using it. Isn't that nifty? So for like makeup artists that need to have this out all the time, or if you're just like, hey, you know what, whatever your preference may be, if you're doing your makeup and you have a large enough space to like open that, I think it's super cute. It's a super nice thing, and then you just zip it right up and, I don't know, be on your way. Take this plastic off. I don't know. I really like it. I thought it was pretty. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in, because the first part of this, I'm like, how can you show brushes and then not use them? So I'm going to do my face on camera with the brushes so you see how the brushes do. But I also got, I haven't used this brand. It's called the Beauty Crop. And I actually got a couple palettes from them. But I got the Stargazing Palette. And look how pretty that is. Okay, let me pull this off. I will say, I'm pretty sure this was like $12.99. So I'm not going to get it on too much. But they did a terrible job. That is terrible. Whatever this overlay is, they did an awful job. But can we just appreciate these shimmer glitters? Look at this pink. Look at this purpley lavender, I don't even know. And then this one over here, and that's why I bought it. I was like, you know what, $12.99. So I think I'm going to do a look with that today. Okay, so I have you zoomed in, and I'm going to use my LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation there with the lid. And I mix these two. Just do a pump of the darker, pump of the lighter. Mix them together on the back of my hand. Just put a couple of dots. Some down here. And then I'm gonna go in with the In the Buff brush. It's dense, it's not super dense, but it's dense as far as this way, but then it's like soft and a little, I'm gonna say supple. Ooh. I really like this brush so far. It's not leaving a bunch of residue, and like everything's blending in nicely. I don't always use a foundation brush. because it depends on what kind of foundation. Like when I use my tinted moisturizers, a lot of the time I put them on with my hand, and then I'll use my beauty blender to blend them in, or my sponge, whatever. Oh, I really like that brush. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I went ahead and blended my concealer with my sponge and then did my eyebrows, because my routine is after I put my concealer on, then I do my eyebrows and just let the concealer sit for a little bit, and then I go back in and do my powder. So I'm going to use the Glow Up brush because I just feel like I would like the shape of this better for the under eye, and I am using, don't judge me, it's very dirty on the top, my OYS powder. Listen, I have a brand new one, so don't come for me, but I dropped this one, so I have little pieces, but I do have a sliver of product over here, so we're going to keep using this. I am going to keep using this until I can no longer use it, and then I will open my nice new fresh one. Didn't you do that? Do you try to use like a product in like it's like absolute entirety and you're like, oh yeah, I'm still getting stuff out of here, and then when you open the new one and you get like that fresh product, you're like, oh man, I've really been using some bottom of the barrel product for a while. I get excited. I do it all the time, but I'm using every last bit I possibly can. So anyway, I'm gonna pick that up, tap the brush off, and then set. This isn't as dense of a brush as I would like it to be, because that's what I'm used to, is a more dense brush that I have. Because what I use is this Sigma F35, and it's a tapered highlighting brush, but like it's super dense compared to this one. See how like the difference and how much it spreads? See, this kind of keeps its shape. This one gets wild. I don't like spreads. But it definitely seems like a nice brush. Like it's putting the product down, so you know, maybe I will like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll use it for something else, because I love that Sigma brush, and it's actually holding up pretty well. It's more or less, I feel like, the Morphe brushes that I'm having an issue with as far as longevity. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with, what am I gonna go in with? Because I don't feel like any of these are really big, and I like a nice large. So I'm gonna go in, I guess, with this one, Bake Off, because it's the largest in here. And let's see, I'm gonna pick up my bronzer. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Tangtastic Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I actually like this, but I feel like I might, well, you know what? I actually like this. I like it because it stays somewhat dense while I'm picking up the, somewhat together while I'm picking up the product. One, because this is super tiny, because I'm too cheap to buy the large size, but I was like, hey, I have the product, it's right here. You can still use it. So I do like this brush. Again, it's not as dense as I'm used to, but I also feel like I can manipulate it a little bit. Like if I want to squeeze these bristles to keep it more narrow, I can, but they do have a bit more give at the end, so I don't know. Let's see. That's a this is blush. Let's see if the contour brush like actually does a nice job contouring. I don't like this. I don't know if you can see it. There's a couple like random hairs sticking up like they didn't cut it, which I think I could just trim that. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna pick up my NYX matte bronzer, pick some of this up, tap that up, tap that off. Ooh. Okay, I do like that. That fit in there nicely. Okay. All right. Enjoying my purchase. And then I always go back in with my bronzer and just kind of soften those edges a bit. So there's that. I really like that one. And then let's go in with the blush brush. And I'm just gonna go in with this ColourPop Pressed Powder Cheek in Wayfarer. Wayfarer? I don't know. Let's see. I like that. I like it because it's not like super dense, but it's not, it's small enough that I can get it where I want it without feeling like it's going all over, you know, my face. This is the one I typically use. This is the Morphe E4 brush, and you can see how large that is. So sometimes I'm tapping lightly just to get a little bit. So I like that this is smaller, and it does have a bit of denseness to it, so you can kind of tap here. But then if I feel like I want to brush it, it's soft and supple enough to move that product around to where I want it, if that makes sense to you. So I do like that. And then there's not really, look, I fucking hate these brushes. Like, I just do not understand. Are you like do like I don't get this. I don't like them. I don't use them. I appreciate their fluffiness, like, but otherwise not a fan. If I was going to use something out of this collection, which I'm not going to because this is around the blend, so I want to use this for my eye, but just thinking if there was a brush I had to use, maybe this one actually. This is called Best Angle, and I bet that would go on nice. Well, we're gonna find out. Let's do some highlight. So I'm using this oldie but a goodie, the Becca Vanilla Quartz highlight. So let's pick that baby up. Tap it off. It's nice because it's angled, so you can get it on those high points. Let's see. Yeah, I like the brush, but not for that. This is, I actually use a larger, fluffier, it's a Morphe brush, a tapered brush, because it just has a softer bristle to it, and I feel like it spreads the product nicer than what this does. It's too dense. I'm not really sure what I think I'd want to use this for. Maybe contouring, like if I was to really like chisel out my nose and do all that, because I feel like that highlight was too much. I mean, I guess I could use the tip of it, but that just seems silly. I don't know. There's probably a better use for that brush than this. So overall, I like the face brushes so far. I do. There's just, you know, a couple little caveats, like I said. But again, I'm used to what I have, so you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to switch to something new that you're not quite used to. Yeah. So, I don't know. There that is. You guys can see it. I don't typically do my face on here. But yeah, I wanted to show you these brushes. So far, I do like what I have so far. Again, I'm going to do the second part of this video. I'm going to do my eyes, and I'm going to use the eye brushes. So let's go ahead and get zoomed on in. Okay, so I can already tell in this set, it doesn't have a brush that is comparable to my Morphe E30 brush. I love this one, and then also my I think it's the E27 brush that's in the bathroom. I need to wash it. But they're just, the size of them and the density and the way it spreads a transition shade, I love it. So there's not one comparable in this, except maybe this one, but I feel like that one is something I'm gonna wanna use in the crease. So, and this one that is angled and it's large enough, it's super dense, so I don't think that I would like it for that. And now I have highlight all over it, so we're not gonna do that. So hold on, let me back up. So I showed you the palette. For some reason, I'm just feeling like I grabbed my Natasha Denona Camel palette because I just want something as like a transition shade between where I put my setting powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that actually to both eyes, because I'm gonna do two different looks, just so we can really see what this palette's all about. And listen, it's not that serious. This palette was $12. I have enough, you know, transition shades and things in other palettes that I have no problem. Like, it's not that serious for me. I mean, I wasn't looking at this palette to be like, oh, this is a complete palette, like that is all I need. I was looking at it more for the shimmers and the glittery shades. So, you know, like if people were thinking, oh, I need to travel. I mean, this is small enough, and this is, that it would fit in a makeup bag nicely. So again, it's really not that serious. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to pick, and I don't have enough of these to do both eyes with these, well, unless I clean them off, so we'll see. Let me just back it up. So I think what I want to do is go in with this color Vega, and I'm going to pick that up on this new, it says Around the Blend brush. So I'm going to pick that up, picking it nicely, tap that off, and then I'm going to do this eye. There's no mirror in here. Oh, that's got some color to it. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna stipple a bit of that on to get the color payoff that I think I want, and then I'm gonna blend it out. And then I'm gonna take it up a bit. Like that. So that went on very nice, and I really do like this brush. I'm going to try to clean it off. So I'm using my dry, what's this called? Dry sponge or something? I don't know. And that came off, you know, pretty decently, considering usually pinks and purples really get into the bristles, and, you know, especially if they're like pressed pigments. Let's see. I want to go in with, I want to go in with this color on the inner corner. This Venus color. I'm thinking it's super soft, like I don't know if you can see. Oop, hold on. Like it's leaving a little bit of indent, but it's not really doing anything. So I'm gonna pick that up with my finger. And there's good coverage on my finger, so let's see. That is so freaking pretty, but I tell you what, that shit looks like it's gonna really hurt if you get it in your eye. Oh, okay, this might need, well, for the moment, we're going with it. That is so flippin' pretty. So let's see if I can get a little bit of that somewhat on a brush. I'm thinking not. There's a little bit there. I don't know. And I'm just gonna use my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray, per usual. I don't know if I feel like I get this wet, if it's gonna really like adhere it to the lid. I really don't want this shit in my eye. It hurts so bad to get chunky glitter in your eye, but you know, right now decisions are being made and we're just gonna keep rolling with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. And I think what I wanna do is, I think it's Orion. I'm gonna take this deeper purple color. So this set of brushes is lacking something smaller that I feel like I'd wanna do on the outer. This says blend it out. This is a very dense, almost like a pencil brush. Not 100% my choice for what I would do, so I feel like this is lacking a brush that I would pick for out here. But again, this brush set isn't all inclusive. It's only 18 brushes. I mean, I guess I feel like you should be able to do a complete look with it, and I am. I'm making it work. It's just, you know, I've been doing this long enough now that I can be a bit particular about the brushes I want, the type I want, what I'm using them for, okay? The same as you can. So, as with anything, this is all just my opinion. You take it or leave it. This color is super freaking pretty. It's slightly patchy, so I'm just picking it up and putting it down where I want it. And then I'm bringing it out a little bit. I do like the tip on this brush though. You see how it's like slightly patchy there on the outside? And I'm gonna bring that in. I'm gonna go back in with that brush I had the pink on and slightly go over that edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color, Lyra. And I'm going to pick that up on this Hide and Sleek. I think this is comparable to these BB207 brushes that I absolutely love that they don't list anymore. See? So that is why, one, I wanted this set, is because I want another one of these because I absolutely love these. So I'm gonna pick up, there's a little bit on here, so it might give me a little bit of payoff. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking this is gonna be another, you need to use your finger. For sake of my eye, and not wanting to get this in there, I am going to pick this up on my finger and I'm going to close my eye and pat this over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that brush again. I'm going to pick up a bit of it to see. Oh, now it doesn't want to pick up. I'm going to pick up a little bit of it. I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to pat over top of that. I want to pick up that same brush that had the purple and I'm going to build that up just a bit more. I'm going to do the same old blending game I always do, back and forth. So pretty. And I'm going to go back in with that pink color, the first one, and just blend between the two. Look how freaking pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Look at the amount of sparkle. I feel like obviously this would go better over top of a shadow, so like in here I should have put a shadow down and then use it as a topper and it would probably looked even better. I mean, it is applying nicely over top of this one, but I mean even in there, oh, it's so damn pretty. Okay, so I think for the under eye I'm going to go back in with that purple color and I'm going to use this same brush and let's see how precise I can be. I want it as close to that lower lash line as possible. I'm bringing in like that. And then, let's see. Cleaned off okay. I think I'm gonna go in with this little guy on point. He's so cute. I do like these little detail brushes, and I'm gonna go in with that pink color I used, the Vega. I'm gonna pick that up on this brush, and I'm gonna do the inner. like that. That is so freaking pretty. Like, I can't. I am so excited. I'm pretty sure I only paid like $12.99. Actually, I lied because I had a coupon. Because if you spend so much, and it was like, oh, if you spend so much, you get like 15 or 20% off. But I think on there now it's saying like 13 and some change for this palette. But look at that. I don't think the camera is going to do this justice. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch over to the other eye because now I'm excited. I want to see how these other colors do. So I'm definitely using these over here. Let me go in with, so this is another one. This is called Get Lippy, so it's probably a lip brush. I don't care. I'm gonna go in with this Celestial color. It's silver. Just a nice silver color. And I think I'm gonna start just on this inner corner. That's gonna take a little bit because this brush is very small. And I'm gonna bring that pretty far over, probably about 2/3 of the way. And I didn't decide that until just now. Or I would have used this brush. Like, seriously, I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna use this small brush and put it on the inner corner, but you know, my brain quickly was like, nope, take this all the way over. Because I really want something, one, for this glitter that I'm gonna use to adhere to, and two, you know, this applied nicely over here, but now I really wanna see, like, will they layer over another color? So that's why I shifted my thought process there. So I'm gonna bring that over like that, and then I'm gonna go in with, oh, what am I gonna go in with? See, there's not really a brush that I would want on my outer corner in there. But now I'm like, what would I even use? You know what, let's stick with it. I'm gonna go in with this pencil brush because that's what I used on the other eye. And I'm gonna pick up this Halcyon color. It's like a deep greenish, goldish, I don't know. Hold on, there's fuzz in there. It's like greenish, goldish, grungy, I don't know, 90s color. Put that out here. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit and then bring it over. Like that. Go back in with that first brush. And I'm gonna tap that over that green to blend it more into this silver color. Like that. And I'm gonna go back in with the first brush I used. The very first brush that I put the transition shade down with. And I'm going to soften the edge of those two. And now what I'm gonna do, now I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is the OG shader brush. And I'm going to pick up this color Supernova. And I'm not getting a lot on the brush, but let's see. I'm gonna put that in the, now it's not gonna go. So I'm gonna pick this up on my finger. Look how pretty that is. See how pretty that is. And I'm going to apply that all over the middle. So partly over that green. And then I'm gonna bring it in Look how flippin' pretty that is. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed in my life today, people. This is really what I needed in my life. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Where'd my OG shader go? Okay. Now I'm gonna pick up that OG shader brush. I'm gonna try to pick up some color on there, pick up some product, I should say, and then I'm gonna get it wet. And I'm gonna go over top of that. Hopefully this adheres. Like I said, I do not want this crap in my eye. Pick this up because I feel like there's a little area. So I went back in with that first brush just to fill in that spot because I feel like I had a bare spot there. I'm gonna blend this over that green. Look how dang pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am so excited. I just can't. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with that same brush and I'm gonna bring that color down into the inner corner and then I'm gonna bring it across. And then I'm gonna go in with the color I used, or the green brush I used in that Halcyon color, and I think I'm gonna bring that down here. On that lower lash line to meet up with that silver color. Like that. I'm gonna go in with that first brush and literally I'm not even getting on the product. I'm going underneath of it just to blend out the very edge of those colors and then out here just slightly. That makes sense. Ooh, my contact. Look, I don't think it would be like a typical video if I didn't say something about my contacts. Like, I think I'm gonna make that a shirt and be like, oh, my contacts. Did you guys buy it? I swear it's always something with my contacts. Oh my gosh. Like I cannot. This is so fucking pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is not doing it justice. The camera, I do not think the camera is going to do this justice. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do some eyeliner. I'm going to put some mascara on. Probably going to put some lashes on. And I will be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look. I really hope the camera is picking this up because these colors are absolutely gorgeous. All I did was throw on some mascara and then I put on these Ardell Wispies 600. They're super extra, but I really like them. And then I used the BH Cosmetics Power Pencil in white. I usually use like a creamy, like a neutral color. A creamy nude color, but today I was like, you know what, we're gonna be a little extra, and I went for white to open up the eye more. Now obviously putting it on this eye, it does tend to mix with whatever color you're using here, so it has like a little bit of a lavender hue to it, and I'm not mad about it. So all right, let me zoom on out and we'll talk about it. Okay, so I really like this palette. Like, I absolutely think this is gorgeous. These colors are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's everything I needed. They blended nicely. They layered nicely. Like, I have nothing bad to say about it. Again, my only little like gripe is a transition shade, but again, it's really not that big of a deal to me because I have smaller palettes. And you know what? You don't even need it. You don't even really 100% need a transition shade. It's just, that's the way I like to do my makeup. And I like to have like that darker shade that I put down between, I don't want to say a darker shade. Maybe I mean more of like a neutral nude shade for my eye color that I like to put down between the setting powder and then before I start using like color shadows instead of just putting them directly on like the setting powder that I do use. It's really not that serious. It's just the way I prefer to do mine. You absolutely 100% don't need it at all. But I absolutely love this palette. Like, I can't wait to use some of these other colors and layer these over top of them. Like, A-okay. I say, you know what? If you're gonna try if you're gonna try something from Beauty Bay, go ahead and go for it. Like, why not? This brush set, absolutely, like, I love them. I enjoy them. I am thankful to have like extra brushes to add to my collection. However, do I feel like for me, this is not a complete set. Like, I could not just be like, oh, hey, I'm just starting out. Like, I'm going to get these and I'm going to do my thing. Because, well, hold on, let me retract that because I can't really say like starting out. If you were starting out, I think this would be a good starter set for you. But I think as you start experimenting with makeup and figuring out what you like and what you don't like, that you're going to find other brushes along the way to add in. Like, again, my brush here, there isn't one comparable to it in this set, but that's okay. There are other ones that I could have used, but me, because I have done makeup for so long, this is my preference. Like, I have my own set preference. If you're just starting out, you might not have a preference yet, and then maybe you'll enjoy something else in here. I did enjoy the face brushes. This is the only one, like, I just do not, like, I don't know. I never got down with that. I never played around with them. Like, it's just not my thing. I was never like, oh, I want a fan brush. It's not it. I have other ones, I'm pretty sure, that have come in other sets that I have, and I just never use them. I do enjoy all of the eye brushes. Like, I am a sucker 100% for the flat shadow brushes. Like, you can never have enough of those, especially when you get doing like different colors and different things like that. Like, for me, but again, I do videos on this stuff, so I'm constantly going through my brushes and I'm not always washing them. Do you need this amount of brushes? Absolutely not. If you're at home and you're like, hey, I just do my everyday makeup and whatever else, and you like experimenting with things, like, that's a difference. I'm on here doing videos and doing a lot of eye looks and going through, oh, look at that, my eyelash is coming off. Yeah, so that's the first time I've used these wispies. So hold on. Alrighty, so can't be having that. Can't have the eyelash popping off. That is why you travel with lash glue. When you wear lashes, throw some lash glue in your purse so you can fix them if there is a slight malfunction. So anyway, again, for $45, like, I figured this up at the 56 that they initially had it listed as. First off, it's supposedly originally 75, but even if you're looking at 45 now divided by 18 brushes, you're looking at $2.50, yeah, $2.50 a brush. But you also get the case. And it's a very nice travel case, and it's nice that it sits up like this and you can grab what you want and then you can put it back in, especially if you're just starting out and you're like, hey, I don't have anywhere that I store my brushes. Like, this is wonderful. And then you just close it up and you're done. Just be done with it. That's so nice. And it'll probably store nicely wherever you store your makeup or just sitting out. Like, it's definitely, I think it's appealing to the eye. I like the handles. They're nice, they're sleek, they're not, what's the word? I don't know. Whatever the material is that is on them, like, I could definitely feel a difference between my Morphe brush and then this one. And I like the Beauty Bay brush. I do. I like the handle. This right here, pretty sure that's the ferrule. It's very nice. It's very appealing. It's a pretty rose colored. I love rose gold and black together. I don't know how you say that. It's Ferrule. Ferrule. Yeah, the ferrule of the brush. Yeah, typically a handle made from plastic or wood is glued into a hole into the ferrule. Yeah, so that's what that piece is called. I just don't know. Ferrule? I don't think so. I hate words. I hate words. Like, I have been watching so many videos and laughing at like how ridiculous the English language is, and like North American English or whatever. If look, this isn't a lesson. You're not here for that. But yeah, like, it's so ridiculous how many words spelled the same, sound the same, mean different things. They're supposed to be said differently. Like, lately, the one that got me is that every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. Think about that. It's so dumb. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, who came up with this? I don't know. Anyway, so that is my little rant about that. I enjoy that. Again, I have not used any the Beauty Crop products yet. I did get another one. It says no parabens, talc free with coconut and jojoba oil, I'm assuming. I don't know. Cruelty free, no mineral oils, no phthalates, and a vegan. So, and it says, you know, cruelty free again, 12 months. I guess this is from the UK. It's a UK brand. If you have this brand and you love it, like, let me know what else there is out there, because I'm willing to try some more. I believe I do have one more palette over there from them, the Pina Colada palette. Like, we might have to have a Pina Colada while we're using that one. So, anyway, there's that. The Beauty Bay brushes. I will say, as with any glitter, me like a dum-dum, I went in with this felt tip that I also got. It's a liquid eyeliner. I got it from Beauty Bay. And, you know, these just don't do well over top of glitter. They just don't. That's any of them. I just never had a whole lot of luck with it. So, maybe you will. Not really sure. But, again, just because of the coarseness of the glitter, it just makes it hard to line your liner. So, okay, I think I've rambled on enough, because this video is probably going to be hella long, and I apologize for that. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that if you've been looking at some brushes and you're like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and try those. Please do let me know if you have this brush set and you hate it. Let me know if you have it already and you love it. Let me know that too. Let's have a little chitter chatter about it. A little chitty chat. I do love talking with you guys, and I greatly appreciate all of you watching my videos. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I am really working my way towards upping those subscriber numbers, but, you know, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you even like the video, you know, because I do enjoy doing this, and I'm sitting here talking to myself, but I enjoy the editing. I enjoy, like, the whole process of putting videos up, but again, it just makes it all the more exciting when you guys talk to me. Like, let's be friends on this little tiny smidgen corner of the internet. Yeah, because we're all here for the same thing, right? Makeup. So let's talk about it. Let's enjoy each other. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time.